Back again, Pete. We're off again.
The dark cavern behind that street goes back over 2 kilometres. It's a massive space. We blocked the front of it off many years ago because we can't maintain it if we don't use it in our trips. So we blocked it up for safety. However, the Victorians used it as a concert venue. There's a bandstand inside there. It was lit by gas lighting at the time. You hear it mentioned in the film a bit later on. And the Victorians, certainly the Earl of Dudley and his family, used it as a space to entertain guests in. The biggest number of people was 15,000 that came for a lecture given by a bloke called Murchison, who was a very famous geologist back in the day. And as we start to drift down from here, beware that the 2 tunnel trip is in the Singapore. So as we start to drift down here, you'll see that the tunnel gets quite tight around us. Because remember, this is a mine, it's not meant for boats. So as we move down, the boat will walk trucks aside. You see how close we are. Originally, of course, this would have been a trackway where mining cars would have been pulled and pushed in between the 2 caverns. Now that job was the main job of children working down the mines, right up to the end of 1841. After 1841, if you were 14 years of age or younger, you weren't allowed to work underground. You could still work, but you couldn't work underground. So prior to 1841, the children would have been pulling and pushing mining carts. That was their main role. Now as they pulled and pushed the mining carts in between these 2 caverns, it was always done in the dark. That's because the owners don't provide anything at all. As a miner, you buy everything yourself. So picks, shovels, gunpowder, rope candles, you buy everything out of your own pockets. And of course, as a child, somebody's going to buy you a candle. And that never happens. So the children always worked in the dark.
Going up to a drippy bit.
As we start to move a little bit further forward,
coming up to a drippy bit, so I think I'm going to get a
drips
bit
of water that have
wet.
been filtered through thousands of tons of limestone. So although they might be chilly, they're as clean and as fresh as you're ever going to find. You see behind on the wall there's some nice calcite deposits. It's called ribbon and curtain calcite because of its shapes. As we start to drift along, you do get a sense of what it would be like for those people to be working underground.
Calcite
In a few
deposits.
times when it was quiet, then it would have been a really strange place to be. Now the miners, when they worked on these limestone mines, would work in small groups of about 6 people. It was done for 2 reasons. It was done because they had to share all the equipment, because remember they buy it for themselves. So if it's a larger group, you don't really see it in your tools. We also did it for a bit of safety, because if there was a cave-in or a fall-in, only a small group of people could be injured. So all of these caverns and caves that were dug out was done by small groups of people, usually a team of about 6 people. Now in a second we can come out to the singing cavern. The singing cavern was called this by the miners was the way the wind whistles down to the pillars that hold up the roof. It used to make a popping sound. But I'm not showing you, it's a video, and I like showing just projected on the rocks on the left-hand side. If you're photosensitive, you've got flashing lights, but there are no strobes. And again, when the boat is stuck on one side of the wall, if you do understand this, stretch your legs, please still breathe through.
It's dark now. You can see that now, peeps. It's dark. Just pause it for a second. We're in the singing cavern. I don't know what's singing now.
Limestone was quarried here on Dudley Castle Hill for hundreds of years, but the arrival of the canal prompted a rapid increase in mining activity, and at its peak, the Dudley mines produced over 100,000 tonnes of limestone a year. The extraction of the stone left behind a network of vast caverns, which became an attraction for scientists, engineers, and visiting dignitaries from abroad. The Dudley Caverns have also played an important role in the development of the science of geology and became renowned internationally for the quality and diversity of the fossils that have been discovered here. In 1849, addressing a meeting of scientists here in the Dudley mines, the eminent geologist Sir Roderick Murchison proclaimed that in no part of England are more geological features brought together in a small compass than in the environs of Dudley. In the 1850s, the caverns were open to the public. Gas lighting was installed, cars laid out, and a bandstand constructed. Many fetes and concerts were held in these mines, with entertainment provided by orchestras, choirs, and military bands. Coloured flares were ignited, and demonstrations of blasting carried out. Those events were perhaps a forerunner of today's classical spectacular concerts. And although some of the mines were accessible from the surface, many visitors came by canal boat, just as you have today. Since those times, technology has moved on, and we no longer have to risk the dangers of gas and gunpowder to provide light and sound. But imagine for a moment the awe and amazement of those early visitors as we present our modern interpretation of those events nearly 200 years ago.
Very good trip. I recommend this to people. Reversing out now. Gonna reverse all the way out. I'll leave it there because of the music. Catch you in a bit. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe and ding the bell. Dudley Tunnels in the Midlands. Well worth the trip.